We now turn to the oldest of our awards, which is the Graduate Student Excellence in Teaching. That award started in 1998, and we have two recipients this year. Our first is Anna Tybinko, PhD candidate in Romance Studies, and she will be introduced by her advisor, Lamont Edu, Associate Professor of Romance Studies.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Dean McLean, for introducing me. I have the distinct honor and privilege today of presenting to you someone who I greatly adore and what has indeed been an exemplary advisee and has grown over the years. I've known her into a what I would describe as a consummate teacher scholar. Before I go into my little spiel about her, I want to first congratulate Dr. Anna Tybinko. She successfully defended her dissertation, a fabulous dissertation, Urban Borderlands, African Writers in Precarious Spain, 1985 to 2008, last night. So she is indeed a newly minted PhD. So I want to publicly acknowledge that and to congratulate her on behalf of Romance Studies, my colleagues in Romance Studies. We are very proud of her for this great achievement. But from the very first time I met Anna during graduate recruitment some years ago, she made it very clear to me that teaching was an important part of how she wanted to make an impact in the academy. Anna, as her students can attest, not only goes above and beyond her job as a teacher and scholar, but she sees them fundamentally as going hand in hand. And she sees the classroom always, and has always seen the classroom ever since she was teaching in the public schools of Philadelphia as a place of transformation. In this place, Anna pushes her students with care outside of their comfort zones to challenge always and acknowledge their privilege, the social injustice that surrounds them, and fundamentally equips her students with effective intellectual tools to do what Black feminist Audre Lorde says, quote, to dare to be powerful and to use strength in service of vision. Anna is indeed a teacher with purpose and vision. I'm very honored to introduce her today as part of this esteemed cohort, and I would like to congratulate her. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, Lamont. I think I will keep my comments brief because I have really too many people to thank for this. For this award. Honestly, I came to Duke after 6 years of teaching in ESL classrooms in Brazil and Spain, and later back in my home city of Philadelphia. And I saw my mother herself is an elementary school teacher and always said that I had grown up in the school of hard knocks, that is just being shoved into the classroom and give it a go and learn all the while. And so when I was looking into doctoral programs, I really saw them as an opportunity wherever I would land. I saw it as an opportunity to not just grow as a scholar, but really hone my pedagogical skills as well. And I'm very thankful to Duke overall for giving me tremendous opportunities to do that. And for finally leaving the school of hard knocks, having a few more tools under my belt. That being said, that formation, that kind of rough formation, also gave me an appreciation for the fact that teaching is really a community endeavor. So whether it's my students who have been kind enough to acquiesce to my requests for constant feedback at all levels, and certainly my department, along with the graduate school and the certificate in college teaching. I think back to one of our opportunities within Romance Studies itself is a particular class in second language acquisition, theory, and practice. And Luciana Feline beautifully guided that course. And it was there that I really fell in love with Kumara Varivelu's notion of teachers as transformative intellectuals. So when with the help of our director of undergraduate studies, Elvira Vilches, also my mentor, I'm lucky to say, and Liliana Paredes, the director of the Spanish language program, when I finally reached the moment where I got to design my own content course, both to teach within the department and also to teach at a higher level thanks to a vast instructional fellowship. I really thought through that idea and the skills I had learned from my colleagues in the Spanish language program about creating a student-centered environment, and made sure that the learning objectives for my Spanish narratives of migration course were in line with that notion of a transformative intellectual, so that my teaching would not just merely be a mechanism for maximizing learning opportunities in the classroom, but also a means for transforming life in and outside the classroom. I'm really grateful to have been able here at Duke to bring a number of activist voices in, because I think that has helped shake up the privileged space that are our beautiful university classrooms, and I've seen firsthand that it's inspired my students to also reach out and go beyond, and that modeling wouldn't really have been the case without Lamont as well. I'm just really grateful to him for taking me on board in the planning and directing of his inaugural Duke Engage in Cabo Verde program, which really cemented my passion and interest in community-based learning and helped me think of ways that we can maintain community-based learning environments, even when that's not necessary. Service learning in the traditional sense is not necessarily a structural part of the course. How we can consistently reach beyond and encourage our students to as well. So I'm thankful to all of those who lent me their expert guidance along the way, and I'm grateful to my students for learning with me. I think that's truly the most touching part. I've learned so much from them, and this has been a really incredible ride. And I am quite a different teacher than I came in, thanks to all these opportunities at Duke. And I should also mention my PFF mentor, Nina Namaste, who is she has this undying enthusiasm for sitting down and talking through, with real honesty, what's working, what's not working in the classroom, and for modifying as you go, and for truly forcing yourself into spaces of uncomfortable self-reflection, and not just falling back on old habits. So I don't think I would have progressed this far without any of you. Thank you.